어저께 새로 나왔죠. 이제 킹덤 컴 2. 제가 이제 원은 하다가 이제 수도원 들어가기 전에 그냥 끝냈는데, 자막 크게 이제 크게 해놨고, 그래픽 4K, FPS를 켜볼까 한번. 그래픽 전부 울트라고. 예, 새 게임 가죠.
Keep firing! Don't stop!
총도 있어, 총.
We need more arrows! I need help here, damn it! You grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out!
누구야? 헨리?
Godwin!
고두원.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
잠깐만. 아, 맞아. 그 신부님인가?
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Get ready! Take cover! Now! Forward!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
뭐야? 계단을 올라. 전방 선벽으로 가라.
Over here! Get up there quick! We have to repel!
오, 근데 화면이 너무 울렁울렁거린다.
What now, fucker?
근데 원에서는 활을 맞추기가 좀 빡셌는데 이거 잘 맞는데요?
You having a chance? Go fuck yourself!
아래층으로 가래.
Form a line! Quick! Godwin! Get over here, Black! Get ready! What are they waiting for? We'll fire onto them! Archers! Come here!
안뜰로 가라는데? 여기 아닌가?
Fill them with arrows! Die! Let's hope this slows them down. Get ready for another attack! This won't stop them! There! Draw your sword and follow me!
This slows them down.
지휘관 마른 악마를 따라가시오. 이게 원을 만들었던 엔진으로 만들었나봐. 잠시만요. 이게 너무 울렁거려서 나중에 한번 바꿔야겠다. 내가 나중에 하고.
Fucking Wenceslas!
들어와 이 새끼야. 어떻게 싸는 거였지? 너무 오래 있어 까먹었는데? 잠깐만요. 이를
Now you mind, you bastards!
사다리를 2로 칠해. 오케이. 때려봐. 전투 어렵다 역시. 안 때려지네.
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, vat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trosky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
헨리가 아닌가 본데? 얼굴이 좀 틀리다. 킹덤 컴. 와, 너는 정말 재밌게 했었는데. 근데 그 전투를 다 까먹었다니까 어떻게 하지?
that?
연어.
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trosky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trosky!
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
얘 병사를 4명밖에 안 데리고 다니네.
Well, Henry,
오케이.
looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
1 또는 2를 눌러 대답 중 하나를 선택해라.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
아, 그건 아니야.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't send you as his envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No. I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
오케이.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat. See now. There's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trosky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans! How's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
그래픽은 확실히
If anything in front
좋아졌어.
of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing. Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trosky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we don't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
근데 좀 모션이 좀 어색하다. 당신의 플레이 유형은 병사에게는 무기를 들고 강력한 갑옷, 조언자, 말솜씨, 순찰자는 그림자에 숨어 조용히 은신 상태에서 들키지 않고. 이게 고르는 건가 봐요. 이게 병사고, 조언자, 이게 순찰자. 야, 나는 병사로 간다.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trosky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
설득. 상대방을 설득하여 상황을 해결할 수 있다. 화술. 매력. 자신의 잘생긴 외모와 좋은 평판. 이건 여자들 그거겠지? 원이랑 비슷할 것 같은데 시스템은? 오케이. 화술을 선택하면 외교 기술이 저기 갖고 세련된 외모. 세련된 외모냐, 화술이냐, 아니면 기사도냐. 이거는 이거 이제 여자들 꼬실 때는 이제 쓰는 거지. 특사로서 동맹을 제안하러 왔다. 병사들이 도적단 소탕을 돕겠다. 어떤 걸로 갈까? 기사도. 나는 기사도로 가야지. 기사도. 아니야, 화술로 갈까? 화술? 말빨이지 말빨.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. That's why we're talking here. We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you. Or is it not?
You don't seem like any messenger to me.
실패했어.
More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a god? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Leipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
이 새끼가 감히 날 무시해?
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trosky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
그 도적을 골랐으면은 같이 갔을라나? 소탕하러?
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
한스 경에게 계획이 무엇인지 물어보시오. 페블즈, 페블즈다.
Go away, mutt. You'll get nothing from me.
어이,
I assume you can hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
Stop bothering me, mutt.
어딨어?
Come here. What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah.
제이. 씨, 매분 역시 이러네. 머트에게 줄 음식을 찾아 먹여라. 어딨냐? 갖고 오지 않았을까?
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't
해봐, 나 이거 열어볼게.
because you cheat.
이거밖에 없어?
And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, because you always lose.
기다려봐. 나 밥 좀 줄게.
Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No.
Hey, Conrad, one little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all
이거는 못 주나요?
one little game. And then you go and take my last groschen.
먹이주기가 있네. 이거는 못 주는구나. 여기서 어디서 보여오지? 잠깐만, 뒤. 이쪽인데? 뒤가? 뭐야 이거 왜 클릭이 안 돼? 여긴데? 여기서 뜨네.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
아, 화술 14, 11, 12. 이걸로 가죠.
Come on, Oaks. We'll get to Trosky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't
또
you swap
명성
it for
잃었어.
something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
야, 이거 또 도박해서 따서 갖다 줘야 돼.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oats. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trosky. All right?
나 이거 한 번도 안 해봤는데. 소지품에 주사위가 있다면 이게 뭐 최종 점수에서 저기 되는 건가? 100, 50. 야, 씨, 왜 이렇게 어려워? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 500. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 750. 어, 3 이후에 추가 주사위당 값이 2배가 됩니다. 아, 씨, 왜 이렇게 어려워?
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
이게 내가 가져갈 거 정하고 그거지. 이렇게 하면 되잖아, 아니야? 아, 점수를 따고 계속하기. 넘긴다. 들고 한번 흔들 수가 있나 본데? 3, 6, 5 있잖아. 이렇게 들어서 아니지. 5, 5, 6 하고
What are you waiting for? Hell to freeze over?
3, 5. 모르겠는데? 어떻게 하는 거지? 아, 점수를 따고 계속하기. 내가 고르는 거구나. 5, 5.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
2, 2다.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
어떻게 하는지 봐야겠다. 야, 이 새끼 개 잘하는데?
Damn! What's this?
일 이러면 끝난 거 아니야?
Why'd I even start playing?
1300점. 없네. 아, 2 있다. 2. 아. 66, 2, 4. 2 두 개? 4. 아. 66. 아, 이거 넘겨야겠는데 가져갈 게 없지. 5. 지금 이거밖에 없네.
If I was you, I'd take it.
2, 4, 2. 오. 이렇게 하고 넘기면 되잖아.
God damn your eyes. You played well. Ah, what's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
내 나이 새끼야. 아니 소세지 하나 받으려고 이렇게까지 해야 돼? 야, 반지 갖고 왔어 임마.
Seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
알트. 일로 와.
Come here.
일로 와.
Look what I have for you.
오케이.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
그자는 분수를 알아야 했어요. 난 강하게 간다.
You're a noble. You can't let some lackey shit all over you.
Maybe, but I'd like to remain a living noble.
At least no one got hurt. He was just throwing his weight around.
You can't just let loose on anyone and everyone like that. That could really come back and bite us all in the arse.
이거는 죄송합니다로 가자.
I apologize. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of
명성
Bordeaux.
올랐어. 나이스.
I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey?
그래. 오케이.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long.
Certainly. So then, eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
I를 눌러 소지품을 열고. 오씨, 뭐가 이렇게 복잡해? 꺼져. 나중에 볼게. 야, 많이 바뀌었다. 아씨 뭐야 이게 낄게 이렇게 많아. 다 꼈나요? 속도 23.
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
이거 밑에는 그걸로 바뀌었네? 찌르기로?
Is that the
원래
best?
가운데 점이었었잖아요.
I didn't even
바뀌었네.
work off the sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
연계 공격은 첫 번째.
That got you panting, eh?
Enough.
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking,
방어.
you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
덤벼봐 이 새끼야.
Good. That's the way. Good. That's the way. Good.
That's enough.
야,
No one's
씨
ever won a duel
빡세다.
just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
저기 공격하는 도중 장미 모양 중앙에.
You're too slow. Nice, Henry. Pretty good.
이게 퍼펙이지 퍼펙.
But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just
완벽한
follow
방어
up a
후에
perfect block
공격.
immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Nice.
야, 전투도 좀 이거이겠다.
Good.
좀 어려워.
Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
상대가 무기를 들고 있지 않은 영역을 공격하라. 밑에.
Too slow. Nice. Good riposte. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100원? 야, 더 걸어.
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
쫄?
Fine,
쫄?
200.
오.
On guard. Off to
Oh,
a good
shit.
start.
들어와. 들어와. 스테. 들어와 이 새끼야. 200원 내 거야.
Fuck me.
오, 숨 숨. 후.
How do you do it?
새끼야, 넌 나한테 안 돼. 어? 너는 주점에서 나한테 두들겨 맞았잖아.
Fuck me.
아오. 아까 숨 좀 올리자. 위, 아래.
Ow! Kurva!
잠깐만. 왜 이렇게 잘 싸워 갑자기? 들어와.
How do you do it?
이 새끼.
Ow! Kurva!
야, 이제 항복해. 맞을 만큼 빠졌잖아, 이 새끼야.
Fuck me!
야, 항복하라고, 이 새끼야.
I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trosky.
오케이.
Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
넌 나한테 안 돼.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
제가 이겼잖아요. 이거 저기 하면 그게 떨어지겠지? 이거는 이제 치켜 세워주는 거고. 한번 치켜 세워줘.
Yeah, all right. But I lost in Ratai that time. That was nearly the first time in my life I even held a sword in my hand, though.
Well, forging a sword isn't the same as wielding one.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
화술. 힘. 남자는 힘이지, 힘.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame. You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
아, 개조련, 은신, 생존, 상문. 이제 머트를 계속 데리고 다니나? 개조련이 있네. 은신. 생존이 올라가면 뭐가 좋지? 나는 개지, 개.
Mutt caught a scent, ran off into the woods and wouldn't come back.
And what was it?
There's a footpath there with some derelict house at the end. Mutt was standing outside, barking like crazy. But there was nothing inside but mouldy furniture and some burnt bones. So I calmed the poor pup down, and we came back to the camp.
He don't seem like no poor pup to me, especially after the way he came barking at me today.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
아, 건 메이스. 맨손 격투도 있어? 아, 사격술. 나는 메이스 할래, 메이스.
I prefer other weapons. Proper ones. When you take a mace in your hand, a nice chunk of metal, you know one good blow will do the job. No dancing around in circles, just smash.
Too right. I feel like a king when I got a nice big cudgel.
I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stop going on about the sword Istvan Toth stole from you.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter.
원에서도 메이스로 애들 뚝배기 때리면은 아, 쾌감이 장난 아니야.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oates, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trosky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
You know, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief! I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females!
Let's go to them. Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
빨래하는 것 같은데?
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
G를 눌러 소녀 근처로 저역들을 던지십시오.
What was that sound? All right. What was that?
너무 대놓고 오지 않냐? 야, 한스 표정 봐.
Henry, I told you to...
뭐야 이게? 갑자기?
We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey! What the fuck are you doing?
역시 상남자.
Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them!
야, 이래서 이제 갑옷이랑 이거 뭐고 다 초교화야?
What the fuck? She's mine! What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank! Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side!
Off these torches, quick! Oh, Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah, fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'll lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
이제 편지 찾으러 이제 쫓아다녀야 되네. 딱 보니까 누가 당신을 찾고 있습니다.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trosky?
야, 임마 뛰어.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks.
I must be mad.
And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
바로 뒤잡이 안 되겠지?
Footprints, foot trails, everything.
이 위로 올라가는 건가 본데. 잠깐만. 이게 맵이 좀 보기가 좀 개떡 같아. 아씨, 얘 도망이 안 가지네.
We'll get out of the woods and find them.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
Did I?
And keep your eyes peeled, right?
이제 흩어지면은 절로 가나?
Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, blood trails, everything.
It's still easier.
Get to work.
than that skirmish on the other side. In the back, pitch black. With all your talk starting blind you. Leave it out. Catch us and take it there. Boys, it's better than getting killed in a skirmish. Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing. We'll find them, do them in, and get a nice reward. Nothing.
너는 일로 가. 오, 이게 안 가죠?
I suppose it was nothing.
안 가죠, 안 가죠. 여기가 아닌가 봐. 저기 있네. 이 새끼 봐라, 달려가는 거 봐라.
They're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Put it far. They're fleeing into the rock. Hurry. Run around. We'll catch them at the top.
What now?
Eh? Hand!
Shit! Take
There's
cover.
more of them up top.
일로 와.
Where now, for fuck's sake?
헬스 어디지?
Hey, get over here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
바위 틈으로 들어가는 입구를 찾으시오. 새끼 씨 위험한 거 다 나 시키고. 아, 이게 맵이 진짜 보기 어려워. 바위 틈으로 들어가는 입구를 찾아라. 어우 씨 하나도 안 보여. 애들 오는데?
Where are they? Strange.
I must be mad.
아 안 되네.
To arms!
일로 들어와 이 새끼. 기절이 안 돼 이제.
Hans! Hey, Hans!
I'll help you out!
Where is he?
아씨. 어디 가는 거야 얘? 아이템을 들어가는 입구를 찾아라.
Where now, for fuck's sake?
뭐 들어갈 만한 데가 없는데. 아우 씨 너무 어둡다. 나도 안 보여 하나도. 저기 위에 있다. 이게 표시가 안 되나요? 원래? 여기 아까 이제 막 한스가 가던 데죠. 어딨지? 어? 발견했는데 나를? 나를 어디서 봤지? 여기 낀 거 같은데. 됐다. 퀘스트 그게 없어졌어. 체크도 안 되고. 바위 사이로 들어가는 길. 길이 없잖아. 한스가 어디 있는지 찾아야 되나 보다. 어디지? 이게 여기 위로 못 가네. 어디를 통해서 위로 가야 되나 봐요, 지금. 올라가는 길을 못 봤는데? 못 올라가고. 여기도 못 올라가는데? 아, 여기 있네, 여기.
God, found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago. Hurry!
We'll climb down.
오. 일로 와 이 새끼야. 넌 뒤졌다.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit!
우후. 일로 와. 아 씨. 야, 근데 확실히 게임의 몰입감이 좀
You know the
달라.
trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits,
아버지.
like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa, now come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
얼굴이 틀려지셨는데?
Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. He broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
메인 퀘 드디어 시작. 해군의 여신.
How are you holding up?
나 안 좋아.
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
Henry, what are you staring at?
기수가 옵니다. 군대가 옵니다. 뭐야, 나 선택 못했어.
Henry, concentrate. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
쿠마.
Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else
Run!
important from the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry.
What about you?
Are you
My
mad?
mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
He knows me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
가야 해.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself
이거
together.
기대지.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Mount.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. I swear, I won't leave you.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whoresons.
Think against God!
야, 씨, 어머니도 위험을 해지겠다.
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
scholars. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who?
Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
어머니.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
But you
아,
helped.
칼 맞았구나, 싸우다가.
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulders stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that.
붕대.
But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
끔찍한 추락. 당신은 기적적으로 끔찍한 추락에서 살아남았으나 아 레벨 다운. 주요 레벨, 기술, 퍽, 점수를 잃었다. 일단 회복하여 이후의 게임을 통해 서서히 되찾는 방법밖에 없다. 레벨 1이다 이거지. (100%) 100% 하자.
That's really good. So good. Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
배부르게 먹었고 치즈랑 빵이 있다고 했었는데 나갔죠? 여기 있네 빵. 세이비어 슈넵스다. 저장.
Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. I feel like a new man.
얘네 모두 가져갈 게 없나? 주머니를 장착하면 물약과 음식을 넣을 수 있는 칸이 열린다. 갬비슨이 낫겠지? 이거 그냥 물로 씻으면 될 거야, 그치? 짧은 튜닉. 방어구로 못 뽑나? 87. 이게 방어구를 어떻게 받더라? 여기가 잘리는 게 왜 잘리는 거지? 오케이. 이러면 다 깨끗이 씻었죠? 오케이.
Did what you asked?
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
어떻게 알아봐?
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere, or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
여기 있다, 삽.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
시체를 냇가로 옮기시오. 여기죠. 어이 비켜.
Ah, shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. He can't be in the ground soon enough.
여기서 파는 것 같은데? 맞네. 여기서 씻진 못하나 보다.
Damn, my shoulder still hurts.
무기를 껴놓죠.
It's like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
야, 이거 모션 그대로네.
I could go for something to eat now. Purple flower, sage.
뭐 좀 먹자니까.
Here we go.
되게 많네. 많이 좀 주워 가자.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
더 없나? 오케이. 이렇게만 가져가자.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
I'll ask you one more time. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
이게 Q를 누르고 1번을 눌러야 되네. 좀 불편하다.
Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
화술. 아, 이게 7이다.
Do you think I'm a fool? I know a robber when I see one. There's been lots of you types in these parts recently, and the fellas from the village are well pissed off. So get lost and don't come back, or we'll take our axes to you.
Well, that wouldn't be very nice. The thing is, I don't see no angry fellas with axes. Just an old hag, and some wretch who won't live to tell the tale of how we dealt with him. This'll be quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy.
그럼 죽일 수밖에 없지.
You won't get me.
들어와 이 새끼야.
Show your stuff.
난 봐주지 않는다 이 새끼야. 도망가네. 제가 이걸 끼고 있군요. 갬비슨 셋 완료.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of ԼÁΙΠΕΡ and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trosky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of ΛÁΙΠΕR and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But
딸도
we'll just have
있네.
to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can
연금술.
tell you how to go about it.
오케이,
Alright.
만들어.
I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
아, 이건 책부터 갖고 와야 되나 본데? 아니면 이거 메이스 아니야? 뒤졌단 얘네. 자물쇠 딱이고. 책. 화살도 있어. 저격수의 도구래.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
캐모마일을 넣고 모래시가 한번 비워질 동안 끓인다. 포도주, 캐모마일 2움큼, 세이지 1움큼. 아씨, 뭐 이렇게 어려워?
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench.
포도주, 캐모마일 2움큼, 세이지 1움큼. 캐모마일을 넣고 모래시계가 한번 비워질 동안 끓인다.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
캐모마일이 2스푼 아니었나? 뭐야? 가마솥에 안 들어가는데?
Have you dropped the chamomile in?
안 들어가요. 내가 뭘 잘못했나? 2. 저대로 다시 가서
What are you waiting for? Throw in that chamomile.
또 어떤 것도 클릭이 안 돼 지금. 이가 안 돼. 솥에 넣고 안 되는데? S 스페이스 I도 안 켜주고 캐모마일만 이렇게 해야 되나?
Have you dropped the chamomile in?
안 들어가는데요, 어머니? 이게 맞나? 안 들어가는데? 확인. 안 들어가. 눌러도 안 돼. 이거 눌러야 되는구나.
Have you dropped the chamomile in? Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
이렇게 된 거야?
Now, take one handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
아씨, 뭐 이렇게 복잡해?
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
강력한 캐모마일 탕약. 야씨, 연금술 되게 빡세다.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
가져갈 거 없죠? 횃불이나 챙기자. 잡는다. F.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Ooh.
밥 좀 먹자.
Those corpses have been taken care of. They're gone to rest by the stream.
Oh, thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. You did what you could. Me and the gravedigger will do the rest, so I ain't stuck with that corpse forever.
아, 약초상이구나.
We did what we could for Hans. The rest is in God's hands.
아침까지 잠을 자래요. 몇 시까지 할까? 더 이상 잘 수가 없대. 오케이. 여기서 잠 자고 잠깐 화장실 좀 갔다 오고요. 고!
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik.
If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
야, 이제 또 이제 새로운 여친?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
어제보다 나아졌어?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
아름다운 처녀래. 아버지의 검이지.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
선물 준대. 헨리의 레벨이 높아지는 퍽 포인트. 나이스. 퍽을 찍어볼까요? 오케이. 레벨. 레벨 1이야 1? 고진 감. 네 잠깐만요. 아, 왜 여기가 잘리지? 이상하네. 나만 그런가? 여기가 잘려. 볼 수가 없어. 이렇게 봐야 돼? 모든 무기에 필요한 힘 요구치가 낮아진대. 오, 괜찮네. 괜찮은데? 기회주의자. 아, 내가 퍽이 몇 개 있죠? 사용 가능한 퍽 11개가 있다는 거야? 한번 쭉 보죠. 민첩. 낙하 피해 30% 필요 없고. 민첩 무기. 나는 힘이니까 활력이 없네. 화술. 화술도 없고. 이건 아예 없네. 그러면은 고증감내 찍고 성실한 친구. 어? 못 찍네? 매력 만점. 하나만 고를 수 있나? 설마? 6레벨. 지금은 이렇게밖에 못 찍나 보다. 나중에 찍죠? 보조. 보조도 있구나. 기술. 절도. 거기 이렇게 많어? 맞아. 아까 개조련했지. 생명의 은인. 사냥이다. 제가 메이스 들 거죠. 우선 전투부터. 꿋꿋한. 맞게지. 소물량 20% 감소. 되게 좋다. 머리 보호. 방패 파괴자. 방패 나왔고 이것도 나왔는데 어떤 거 짓지? 방패. 방패 파괴자로 가자. 방패. 콤보는 아직 못 배우죠? 배울 수 있네? 오케이. 우선 여기까지만. 한 번 더.
Look who's finally up. Henry, come and join us. Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
긴 이야기인데 짧게 말하자면 아니야. 길게 얘기해.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zhelyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours.
야, 성우들 연기가 너무 좋다.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
이것도 자세히 얘기해.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the
꼬셔야
mighty
돼.
walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
맞아, 어떻게 쓰러뜨렸어?
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word.
배 한 방
Fortune really
맞았구나.
does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trosky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelyov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, ŁΥżena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, ŁΥżena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of ԼΥΠΑ for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trosky Castle right away.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments.
연못에서 토트를 봤다.
Then he shouldn't sell.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trosky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going.
영상
Your
올랐어.
mind will turn
굿.
to better things along the way.
야, 돈도 줬어. 저작권 안 걸리겠지? 한스는 그냥 여자면 그냥 정신을 못 차리는구나.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
편지 잃어버렸잖아.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Łαϊ낳.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by
거기도
outlaws.
습격당했어?
The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir?
중장비에 인원도 좀 있었는데 그 정도 습격이면은
Now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
야 이게 한번 꼬이니까 개같이 꼬이네.
What the fuck was that?
아 한스.
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
No, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
편지부터 찾아야지.
Oh, we could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that? Ask them nicely. Please, kind bandits, pretty please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
자님, 어디 있는 줄 알고.
No, I was thinking more like we could find a good spot to ambush them, stealthily. We could manage to take them, even just the two of us. Take them down one at a time. One after another.
Right. And with what? Sticks and stones? Henry, use your head. That would be suicide.
Well then, we might as well just head back to Ratai.
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are,
여기서 또 싸움 나는 거 아니야?
gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
일하러 오래. 일하러 오래.
Cheers.
아, 한스.
What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
If I bear that witch. Wench!
야.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Is anyone you know going to? Nobody invited me.
씨, 물통에서 씻고 오래.
What was that? Oh, poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
I thought we divided up.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were
연못에서
attacked at the
당했잖아.
pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happened.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
아는 사이인가? 그런 거 같은데? 아는 사이 같아.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you've still got it.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
아, 일해야 돼.
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
오케이.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
어디였지? 나 까먹었어.
Scallis.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Who is this Sameen?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
다 물어봤지?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Hallo, Bankwert. Ich habe Hunger.
There'd have to be two of us.
Was ist denn los? Ein Bier bitte.
Size on my own. She's strong as an ox.
Innkeeper.
And she stamps and bites when she's upset.
One beer.
Oh, I
농부.
Easy does it. Deep breaths.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trosky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
아무도 못 알아볼 겁니다.
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
아직 그 혓바닥이 멀쩡하신 게 신기합니다. 어?
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
진짜 명성 떨어졌어.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
바로 그냥 진짜 죽방을 꽂아야 되는데.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
오케이, 납니다 나.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
잠깐만 어디로 옮기는 거야? 호대가? F. 귀신. 뭐야 갑자기 와서 피리를 불어. 아 여기다가. 근데 창고가 되게 어둡다. 한 개씩 넣으라 그랬는데? 더 있나?
When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done in time?
Blessings to you.
That tree will still be here long after we are gone.
Pour me one.
야 진짜 근데 딱 진짜 중세에 있는 것 같아 게임이.
Why the long face? I've just got this nasty premonition. What premonition? I've got a barrel of ale.
It certainly did not.
Stein in all my years.
What a friend's called. How's life treating you?
Not too bad.
It's a deal.
But I've got so much to do.
I
I have
am
to
the
split
son of
myself
the
in 2 to
bailiff.
get it all done on time.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you, out?
what?
Sure, but where could I find a decent apprentice? Oh, please. People are always asking.
I need someone who's capable and has a good head on his shoulders. And most important,
2번 남았죠?
It happened.
What did you say?
이게 또 싸움 걸고 있네.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trosky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond.
Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no, reinforcements. I'm so scared. Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me.
이거 딱
Get ready to
저긴데
pick
이게
up your
싸울
broken
빌인데.
teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on then.
You scum!
I'll kill you.
들어와.
Kick his ass.
와, 스태미너가
Take that fucker out, damn it!
스태미너가 없어.
Trosky.
아, 2명이구나.
Nice hit.
Surprise!
No match for us, fucker.
Gorva! I'm wounded!
아니, 아니.
Fisted as well.
한 명만. 어? 한 명씩 덤비라고.
Leck mich doch.
Now we'll have you.
Nice hit.
들어와.
Slice him up!
오.
Show your stuff.
이 새끼가. 야, 잠깐만. 너무 많어. 잠깐만요.
I'll rip your ass open.
야, 잠깐만. 3명이야.
Show your stuff. Hey, wanker! Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard.
Come on then.
들어와.
Slice him up.
이 새끼가. 어우, 그냥 쓰러져 이 새끼야.
Take that.
들어와.
Slice him up.
어퍼컷 그냥.
Jesus Christ! He nearly got me. Right on the money. Fucking scumbag.
아, 뭐야. 경비병한데
What
이거.
is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
한스. 미쳐버리겠다.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak? You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up, or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
그만해.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
야, 저러고 다음날 아침까지 있는 거야?
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto, Otto.
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
아, 여기서 싸우고 이제 서로 헤어지는 거야?
Yeah. If I were in your shoes,
I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
재화 평판 범죄. 무고한 이를 살해하지 말고 도둑질하지 말고 타인의 집에 침입하지 않으며 범죄의 대가. 평판이 P에서 볼 수 있네요. P.
I suppose I really do need to find some job.
그거 어디서 주지? 내가 그거 그 사전 예약 그거?
I'm up without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, you! It's about time. Come here. Are you going to just stand here like a statue? You've got time, right?
오케이.
Do you
여기서
have a
한번
moment?
끊고 가죠.